A team was being assembled to save the young men of today from the Matrix.
Look in his eyes while he does it. It is a suppressed homosexual rage.
A team of Looksmaxxers and JQers. Their goal is to save the young men of society from the evils of feminism. First, there's the glue of the group, Clavicular. He started doing steroids at 14 years old.
I hopped on steroids at 14 years old.
He now spends his time on forum advising 14-year-olds on which steroids to do. He's so dedicated to having thinner cheeks that he started microdosing meth.
Do you think that I'm doing this as a form of entertainment when I have to stay up for 3 days in a row, high on crystal meth, right? Trying to suppress my appetite and get hollow cheeks.
This may seem like a meme, but other streamers have seen him do it.
I don't know if I'm being a fucking snitch. I've never seen someone snort meth. I literally witnessed Clav snort meth. Like, I swear to God, bro, I've never seen someone tweak off meth, like, in person, chat.
This is a fucking horror story, right? I wish that I wasn't a fucking autist.
His goal is to unify the Manosphere.
Because we're all on the same mission, you know? That's what I tell Tate. It's like we are all advocating in some form for men's issues, right? So there's no reason.
Yeah, anti-feminism, speaking about, you know.
He doesn't say anything else because that's the depth of this movement.
Like the optics of you and the, like as the glue of the Manosphere, you know, the young kid on the block bringing everybody together.
Then we have Andrew Tate, the self-proclaimed most famous man on the planet.
I'm now the most famous Google person on the planet, but it's the most followed man on the planet. If you were to ask 1,000 random members of the public to describe Andrew Tate, what is the first word that would come to their minds? One of the most Googled men on the planet, a famous 6'3" billionaire. How would they describe him?
Famous?
Humble. Correct.
He has human trafficking charges against him, with one of his victims being a minor, Nick Fuentes, the Mexican white supremacist with the most diverse friend group.
Epstein's my boy, dude. Let's just be honest. Epstein was cool as fuck. There, I said it. People who, although they appear to be white, they are white-skinned or light-skinned. They do not identify as white. Then when they get accosted, they say, hey, come on now, don't lump me in with them. I'm not white, I'm Jewish.
You saying you're a white supremacist? I'm not a white supremacist. I'm Mexican. I'm not saying Fuentes.
This man leaves his basement to go to a club, and he's not even able to talk to anyone.
Bro, we set up the most lit collab, I feel like, of all time. This is sick.
As Nick sits there with a soda, miserable, talking himself off the ledge. Then we have Sneako, the clown, the abused dog of the group. Everyone constantly mocks his religion, his ethnic background, his skin color.
Hanging out with Sneako, 1 second he's doing his like New York accent, talking about Pop Smoke, and then it's like, Bismillah. You're like, oh, all right, I think it's time for me to go. I think my Uber is here. Bro's like, Allahu Akbar. I'm like, dude, relax. It's jokes. These towel heads have no chill at all.
Yet he's always crawling back to them, shaking their hands the next day. This is how he gets clout. They bring Sneako on stream so their chat can bully him and make Sneako unironically crash out.
Sneako is a sensitive brown clown.
Brown
Why the f are you laughing so hard, bro?
Dude, brown clown.
Why are you laughing so
Because
hard?
I started that, bro.
Yeah, brown clown is his,
Yeah, it's just like
that's his IP.
Sneako, they're racist. They're laughing at you. You were their clown.
Brown.
it's just so
It's not funny, bro. It's racist.
so good.
Fuck, stop saying that, bro.
Dude,
Stop.
if I was brown, I'd be going through it if somebody called me that.
And Sneako's going through it right now.
What the f, bro?
What's the name?
Sneako to death?
Blumpkin.
Ban that guy from
That's
ban
my,
him from the TTS. We're banning him.
It's my TTS.
Fucking
again.
Nah, he'd rather take the money. Sneako is mad here, and his friends don't care. They are farming him.
Ban him?
Ban him.
I can't ban TTS.
Ban that.
Sneako, a sensitive brown clown.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
This goes on for 40 minutes, and not long after this team that was supposed to assemble together and fight the Matrix would all end up stabbing each other in the back. Clavicular would get arrested, and his girlfriend would end up stealing $37K from him, while Sneako, Andrew Tate, and Nick Fuentes would all accuse each other of being bought or compromised by the global cabal.
Like you just said, your YouTube channel's your baby. YouTube is the Matrix, dude. Your baby is the Matrix.
Love.
You believe that a bitch waited until I got to jail to go live and try to like snipe my viewers?
Betrayal.
About tech teams in Israel.
It's a homosexual rage which is suppressed.
You got something to say over there, safely behind the Jew-proof cancellation. Now he's Jewish too.
And cucking.
He was obsessed with me. And I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession.
This story has it all. The crash out is legendary.
That's what Mossad wants. That's what they want. They want me. They're trying to ruin my life so I crash out and I can't stream.
Now, I'm not a looksmaxer, but I am a health maxer. Stem cells, they're all the rage. Wrestlers and even Joe Rogan have talked about how they've repaired their injuries.
How have you been able to do it for this long?
So, right around 2014, my body was broken down. I ran into stem cells, and ever since then, you know, that's been my fountain of youth.
The United States is behind on stem cell therapy due to a lot of overregulation, forcing people to go overseas, sometimes spending $50,000 on an expensive placenta stem cell injection. You can actually support your own stem cells with high flavanol cocoa. That's right, dark chocolate. Harvard scientist William Li actually backs this up.
The flavanols in cocoa stimulate stem cells to come out of your bone marrow like bees in a beehive in your bloodstream, and they go out and they find wherever it needs to be repaired. And so we can eat foods like high flavanol cocoa in order to be able to actually get the stem cells to work a little bit better. Well, clinical studies have been done with high flavanol cocoa to show that in like men who are in their 60s with heart disease, they could actually just have 2 cups of dark chocolate hot cocoa a day for a month. Yeah. And they doubled the amount of stem cells in your bloodstream.
But here's the thing. Flavanols are the good thing found in cocoa beans that are usually destroyed during the chocolate making process. That's where Black Forest Supplements comes in with the first ever high flavanol cocoa powder, packed with everything your body needs. It's only 30 calories. I health max by putting it in my coffee, but you can put it in your protein shake or whatever. This isn't regular cocoa, it's stem cell fuel. Buy one, get one free on their best-selling cocoa formula, available for the next 48 hours only. This is one of those rare instances where the science is clear. If you've been thinking about trying it, there's no better time than right now. So hit the link in the description or the pinned comment and health max today. Thank you, Black Forest, for sponsoring this video. You might be looking at this group of individuals and wondering if it's 2022 all over again. I used to talk about them a lot, but I stopped because their movement fell off. But this man Clavicular has gone mega viral for his black pill content, meaning that the only thing that matters in life is your looks.
I maximize all metrics of my life. I've just come to the conclusion, based on anecdotes, based on numbers, that looks are the most important metric.
Who's gonna win an election between JD Vance and Gavin Newsom? Well, Gavin Newsom, because JD Vance is fat.
Who's gonna win? It's gonna be Gavin Newsom against JD Vance, because JD Vance is subhuman and Gavin Newsom mugs.
JD Vance is subhuman?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
He's got a very short total facial width to height ratio. He's obese, very recessed side profile, whereas Newsom is like 6'3" Chad.
Charlie Kirk gets murdered. Wouldn't have happened if he was more handsome.
Would Charlie Kirk have gotten assassinated if he were Chad? Well, probably not, and here's why. Good-looking people experience something called the halo effect, so it's quite possible that if Charlie were to be better looking, someone wouldn't have hated him enough to assassinate him. This might be an insensitive video to make, but I'm really trying to bring awareness to how brutal the black pill is.
This guy was taking testosterone supplements at age 15. Turkey Tom dug up that he spent a lot of time on this forum called Looksmaxxing.org. There's instructional videos on it explaining how you have to have a warrior skull or else you're prey, which, like, damn, dude, looks like I'm prey. It's the male version of Instagram models that make you feel insecure. He's posting about how he's on 4 steroid cycles at 18 years old. You got a bone smash to swell your face up so you look more like handsome Squidward.
Yo, does bone mashing work?
Bone smashing, yes. Bone smashing is one of my all-time favorites.
How does that work? Did I like low-key break that down?
I would just lay down in your bed, brace your head, and then just punch like this, all right?
If my jaw looks a little weak, I'll bone smash to strengthen it. My ratios are nearly golden now.
It's funny that Looksmaxxing has taken off in the red pill space because they're essentially one step away from just being drag queens. In fact, he literally did a runway walk. He wears makeup to cover up his acne.
Yeah, makeup maxing is good looks max though. I've never had this much acne in my life, bro. Yeah, this is so bad. The trend is just like 2 days in, my skin starts breaking out like crazy.
His friends wear wigs and fake muscles. Sneako's saying how he actually does better runway walks. And it's like doing a demonstration.
Good walk right there. That's how you do a walk. That's how you do a walk.
The Manosphere has 2 people giving advice on how to model. One of them wears makeup and the other one is a cuck.
When I say hi, I get shut down. When I'm outside, I get stressed out. When I got people around, I'm anxious. Nobody likes me. What the fuck now?
The red pill movement has fallen off, so everyone is trying to rally around Clavicular. They're complimenting him non-stop because they need the clout.
Streaming non-stop.
Yeah.
You're everywhere.
You're the future, my friend.
Yeah.
You're the future.
Before the party, Clavicular's calling up girls because they need them for the content. They gotta look cool.
You gotta make sure it's hot girls. You know any other hot girls?
Yes.
But he has to be rude so he can look cool in front of Sneako.
What I'm telling you, you gotta listen. All right, the party's at 8. I don't give a shit about your dinner. So I'll see you at 8. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you right now. Okay, so you know the details. Come or don't come. I don't give a fuck. I'll see you later.
Yeah, she didn't show up. I get that he wants to come off as a badass pimp here, but the aura leaves the minute you ask Sneako if you look cool or not.
Is that a W call?
What did she say? I didn't even hear.
Dude, I was like, come or don't come. She's like, oh, wait, I have a dinner at 9. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like not your problem.
Like, bitch, like, I give you the details, like, come.
He's begging for Sneako's approval.
I like the optics of you and the, like, as the glue of the Manosphere, you know, the young kid on the block, bringing everybody together.
We're all on the same mission, you know? That's what I tell Tate. So having a unified front for men and, like, a horrible society, a horrible dating market, is like kind of something we need.
These guys would end up failing in their mission because by the end they would all accuse each other of being bought by Jews. We'll get to that later. A key part of this drama is that Nick and Sneako are big Kanye fans. They spent Thanksgiving with him. Sneako gets made fun of because he brought Baby Bell cheese to a billionaire's Thanksgiving.
Sneako brought a bag of Baby Bell cheese to a billionaire's Thanksgiving dinner, sent $20. W Sneako.
Because we were debating, we're like, what do we bring to this party? What are we supposed to bring? Should we bring anything? Is it impolite not to? He pulls up with a bag of Baby Bell cheeses. I was like, what is that for? He's like, well, cheese and wine. I was like, naturally, right. Great idea. No, but that's why we love Sneako.
He's known as the group idiot.
I brought sparkling wine and I brought cheese to Thanksgiving dinner. You pull up to a dinner party, you bring something, you know?
But cheese, bro?
You don't like cheese?
Fuck no.
Be honest, is the cheese a stupid gift?
Yes.
Bro, you just said it was fine for a Thanksgiving. It's not even a gift. It's just something you bring.
Gesture.
They're constantly looking for each other's approval. So Nick Fuentes comes over and he starts bad-mouthing Sneako's religion to his face, his audience, and in his home.
I don't have Instagram.
That's haram.
I can't DM women. I literally can't use Instagram.
Yeah, he's banned anyway.
Boko Haram.
Yeah.
Education is forbidden.
This is a haram collab.
I mean, look, that's the way of the world. It's like, because look, honestly, like Sneako, like he's Muslim, and like, so when you go to like New York, they're taking up space. They're doing their call to prayer in Times Square, and if you're just like, let's say you're out there, you know, you're doing the pretty boy thing, you got your girl on your arm, or a few girls on your arm. What if you get pressed by like 10 Muslims?
He's saying you're gonna get mugged and gaped. Imagine being so mentally cucked that you have to collab with someone who thinks this way about your faith. It's pathetic. Clavicular then starts telling everyone that his meds made him infertile, but it's worth it to Looksmaxxing.
Seriously, in 2025, for people to ignore like all these like pharmaceutical, you know, advancements, like this patch I'm wearing that, you know, Sam Bankman-Fried also wore, like M-Sam, Solegiline.
Jewish.
Of course that's Sneako's takeaway. Clavicular is mimicking the medication of a man who pulled off one of the biggest crypto schemes in history with FTX, stealing billions of dollars. That's who he idolizes.
I'm afraid of the side effect. I want kids,
Like what?
man. I want a family.
Side effects?
Yeah.
Bro, if you just take HCG, you will not have any issues with fertility. I just don't want to be fertile.
He's 20 years old and his dick doesn't work because he's on so many drugs and prescriptions.
ED at 21 years old is fucking insanity. Permanent ED. Dude, it's genuinely done for me. Yeah, it's done for me, bro. Fuck. It is so sad, though, that I can't fucking...
Clavicular says he's autistic, but instead of being obsessed with Sonic or trains, it's Looksmaxxing. He says it's his greatest superpower.
I want to see people just exist within themselves without looking for external validation.
That's why I'm so glad that I'm neurodivergent and I never tried to fit in like in high school with these social groups and like look for the approval of other people.
You were literally begging for Sneako's approval 5 minutes earlier. He's like, yeah, trust me, taking testosterone supplements really gives me energy, but he could barely keep his eyes open.
You got a Looksmaxx vasectomy.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, self-treatment. But yeah, more energy, better physique.
He talks like he's about to pass out.
Better physique.
They show up to the party, everyone glazes Clavicular, even when it comes to him doing meth.
I know you say meth to be funny, but it's like, it's a prescription.
Well, I had a prescription, but I was being additive.
Oh, okay, all right.
So,
I'm trying to give you an offer, never mind.
well, no, I'm an honest guy, man. I was doing fucking crystal meth. You know what I mean? So.
Well, meth ran the blitzkrieg, bro. Meth got shit done. So I don't know. Meth was real deal.
That's why everyone was hating on me. And I'm like, guys, like this is how Hitler was able to.
No, the good guys did so well.
I like that you guys don't give me like any disrespect for like my youth or whatever. Like
you're the future, my friend.
Yeah,
you're the future.
That's very admirable, and that
I appreciate that.
Myron, I would tell you to wipe the cum off your face, but the guy's got ED, so. Speaking of which, there was randomly an arc between all of these people where they defended Jeffrey Epstein. Andrew Tate tweeted, "I miss human trafficking. The emotions ran high. Been chasing dopamine ever since." Now that could be a joke, but then he immediately follows it up with, "The thing I'm not supposed to say about the Epstein files is that women have become such lying whores that it's impossible to take any of these unsubstantiated claims seriously." It has been substantiated. Epstein was convicted in criminal court, but then I see Nick Fuentes defending Epstein.
Epstein's my boy, dude. Let's just be honest. Epstein was cool as fuck. There, I said it. Everybody would say, I would never go. Me, Epstein Island? I would never. And it's like, dude, you're telling me. Jeffrey Epstein was probably so cool. Like, he was probably the coldest, coolest guy you know. You're telling me the coolest guy you know who knows everybody says, hey, we're gonna go on my private jet to my private island. We got hot girls. He doesn't tell you how old they are. How lame would you be? Are they 18? Like, who's gonna be the nerd that asks that? You probably would just assume they are. Or that it's in international waters, so it doesn't matter.
Then he starts saying what Epstein did isn't technically pedophilia.
This whole pedo thing, it's like, is it really pedophilia? I don't want to be the one that has to say it, but I guess I'm being forced to say it. It's not really pedophilia.
Nobody's forcing you to defend Jeffrey Epstein.
They weren't trafficking 5-year-olds. It was like, they were technically not legal. Big difference, in my opinion. I know that's a controversial take, but that's not really the issue there, okay? The issue is not that they were barely legal teens.
Why is he making it seem like trafficking teenagers is okay? That's pretty bad.
The issue is that Epstein is a Jewish spy, probably working with Israel.
Maybe, there's no hard evidence of that. That would also be an issue. Why are we trying to understate the trafficking of teenagers? The youngest victim in the Epstein files is 14 years old. Nick then starts selling Epstein quarter zips.
I have my brand new USA quarter zip. This is very high quality. We've sold over 1,000 of these already. They've only been here, I think, for a few days. We already sold over 1,000 of them. It's my #1 bestseller for the year so far.
Then I remember back when Sneako debated Charlie and he argued that you should be able to marry a child.
I want to be in a society full of happy married people that are ready to have children, that are God-fearing.
Those happy married people are sometimes, in your world, 14, 15, 16 years old.
Absolutely. By your morality, all of human history, everybody was a pedophile. In the 1800s in America, the age was 10. In the UK, 200 years ago, the age was 7.
Does Sneako think it's good for 7-year-olds to be wifed up? The reason why the age of consent was raised is because of child trafficking. Parents were selling their children as child brides. No wonder they're all cool with Andrew Tate.
One of the best lines that he has that I now use is that I am gonna human traffic you. And they f***ing love it, because listen,
For real, yeah.
they all f***ing play DJ to 50 Shades of Grey, bro.
Yeah.
Human trafficking from a billionaire.
60% of women have like rape fantasies and stuff.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Yeah.
Dude, they just won't say it. 50 Shades of Grey was Epstein.
What does that mean? Is 50 Shades of Grey about adults? Yes, the characters are 21 and 27. So too old for Sneako. I seriously question if there's anyone dumber than Sneako. Meanwhile, Andrew Tate is talking about how the world used to be more fun.
I promise the world used to be fun.
Sneako presses Andrew for an example and he talks about how he peed on the floor at a bar.
What changed?
You used to just get away with stuff back then. I had a fight in Belgium. We go into this only bar that's open. And it's me and my 3 guys. We're all fighters. We start drinking beer. And then we start getting loud or whatever. So the guy goes, you have to leave. You're too loud. I'm like, bro, there's no one else in this fucking place. It's just us. So we went in the bathroom and just start pissing all over the floor. So it's funny.
You should come to Chicago. People do that at the pub every night. Or better yet, go to Jeremy's place.
My God. I just peed in my basement.
They all start sharing advice with each other, but not career advice. It's about how you should hit your kid and your wife.
You gotta smack your kids. Controversial take, but beating kids is good.
They have to know it's a possibility. How they have to know if they f with you too tough that they're gonna get smacked.
Yeah. Oh, bro. Threat of violence always needs to be there. Yeah. Always needs to be there.
Hey, Future said it. Bitch don't get too tough.
I assume they mean like a spanking. Okay, but it just gets weird. This dude then tells a story about hitting one of his girlfriends soon after she gave birth.
That's the problem. Now you gotta go, you full dictator. And dude, I had it happen to me with the mother of my kids yesterday. I tried to be sweet to her because she just had a baby. They start beefing me, and now it don't look good. You can absolutely love them, but sometimes They gotta know.
They gotta know what? That you'll hit them?
Can't negotiate with terrorists.
You call her a terrorist? Do you put her in the gulag? The Tates are criminally charged with both of those things. They decide to go to the club. They line up for a photo like it's prom. 5 of these men are older than 35, and 2 of them are doing the duck face. So they all get in the car. The old guy puts on country music. Clavicular and Sneako look miserable. So Sneako and Clavicular put on Kanye's Hail Hitler song.
Juice man! Juice man!
Man, that old guy got out of camera view real quick. These are Hitler's greatest loyalists in 2026. A white supremacist who's a Mexican, 2 Muslims, one of them being a mixed race guy who lives in Dubai, and a 20-year-old who puts on makeup before going out. As they pull up to the club, Andrew Tate basically dives out of the car. They talk about how this is the greatest collab ever.
You did it, man. You're the glue. You did it. Hey, tell me you collab in the chat. Without you, this would not have happened.
Oh. We set up the most lit collab, I feel like, of all time.
Forget your boxing events, Mr. Beast videos, or cross-country tours. We got guys in a nightclub drinking Red Bull, standing still, not talking to anybody. Andrew Tate gets put on the mic at the club, and he talks about his court case.
Can you do me a favor instead of help me in court? Make some noise and bitches lie.
The initial silence is brutal, and it only gets more cringe.
Who's lying, Your Honor? I'm innocent. 2 women lie. Say women lie.
Oh, this is the cringiest thing I've ever seen. Are you at the club or is this a therapy session? None of your friends are smiling. Nick couldn't look more miserable. Everyone's just looking at their phone.
Yo, Nick, I'm gonna bring some girls over for you. I'm good.
We'd rather stand here and do nothing. The night peaks with them playing HH at the club. They're all pogging out. This was the height of their fun. The next 2 hours, everyone just stood around awkwardly. Nobody's even talking to each other. Andrew Tate is saying how he wants to kill himself.
Now having fun, Andrew? I'll kill myself.
Tristan is miming shooting himself in the head. Look how lame this footage is. Myron's just standing there, Clavicular's on his phone, Andrew Tate's on watch, at least Sneako's singing, kind of. The camera guy starts filming parts of the club where people are actually having fun as they talk about leaving.
This is okay, in the club you just stand around, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I'm cool going back. I just want to hell Hitler. Now that we got hell.
Yeah, now that we got that, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, whatever y'all want to do. I mean, I'm just here for the street, man.
I got a sprinter coming.
Here you can see Myron's only dance move is the Roman salute. Also, what's up with Sneako? Is he cumming his pants? So these guys get made fun of on Twitter for this car crash of a stream. Sneako uploads a YouTube video and tries to edit the footage to make it look all cool. Doesn't work because it wasn't cool. It was lame. All of the top comments are about how boring this is. Modern clubbing. Standing around staring at your phone, not talking to anyone. Waving your fingers occasionally. I know Nick hated every second of this. This looks like hell. Absolute soul imploding cringe. After the club, everyone's feeling good, especially Sneako, who usually just gets picked on. They bring these girls back from the club, who immediately leave after they talk about how great the Hitler song is.
Such a good song, too.
It's a good song.
It's like, I'm not even trolling, like, I get so hyped up. Like, when the beat drops, like, finally.
Song of the year, man.
Yeah.
It really is.
We got motion. Can the bitches in the back say?
Say Nick. I don't know if they will.
I think you guys scared them off. Nice job, TCS.
Yeah, good job, TCS.
Close the door on the way out.
I'm inviting new girls over, whatever.
New girls do not end up coming over. The stream just turns into them reading super chats, bullying Sneako for being Muslim, and none of his friends care because they don't like Sneako that much.
Sneako is such a keep following you are.
That's funny.
No,
it's not funny.
Kicks your ass.
Oh, you laughed really hard at that one, Nick.
Dirty Myron Black and nigga.
Look at my friends, chat.
Oh, now they were saying.
Come on, don't.
He's dying laughing at that one.
So you should have brought Baby Bell cheese as a welcoming gift. Love you, Nick.
Bring cheese.
Do you see how hard he laughs when I get? Do you guys see?
Sneako, can you tell us what went through your head when you showed up to a billionaire's party with Baby Bell?
Do you see that? You guys pretend to be anti-Semitic and everything. Oh, billionaire! Now you can't bring cheese.
Yeah,
I'm not laughing.
I'm not changing around rich
cringe,
people.
bro.
I'm not changing who I am. I'm gonna give cheese and a sparkling, non-alcoholic wine for Thanksgiving.
Wouldn't that just be juice? Sneako's bringing Welch's to Thanksgiving.
Sneako is a sensitive brown clown.
Why the fuck are you laughing so hard, bro?
Dude, brown clown.
Why are you laughing so
Because
hard?
I started that, bro.
Yeah, brown clown is his.
Yeah, it's just like
that's his IP.
Yeah,
Brown.
It's not funny, bro. It's racist.
So good.
Sneako, they're racist. They don't care.
Stop saying that, bro.
Dude,
Stop.
if I was brown, I'd be going through it if somebody called me that.
Sneako's going through it, and it's barely getting started. Sneako then tries to win over the audience by saying that Hitler liked Islam, a sentence that could only work among this group of people.
Did you ever see what Hitler said about Muslims?
What'd he say?
No, what?
Let me bring up the article.
He say they're awesome. Well, he prefers Islam to Christianity.
Yeah, exactly. He said it was a masculine
that one,
religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some martial religion.
He did.
This doesn't win over the viewers.
Sneako, it's me, 6-year-old Aisha. Can you ask Muhammad?
Yo, why are you laughing harder? You're Muslim, bro.
Yeah.
Because you're both physically and mentally cucked.
What the f***, bro?
What's the name?
Sneako to death?
Blumpkin.
Ban mods, ban that guy from the...
That's
ban
my-
him from the TTS.
These names are really
We're
crazy.
banning him.
It's my TTS.
Fucking
They
piece
can't
of
even
shit.
ban. Dude, what? I hope these
Clav, mod, ban that guy.
ban him.
Ban him.
Clav is loving it.
I can't ban TTS.
Ban that.
$10. Sneako, a sensitive brown clown. He walked in
You!
and started
You!
for Pakistanis and Bengalis to bond with and wash his feet with.
Dude, I'm gonna
Yeah,
start bringing
they'll
Sneako
be
when
washing
I
your
do
feet.
TTS. They just hate on him.
They're literally picking on you for your beliefs and loving that you're crashing out. With friends like these, who needs enemies? Everyone's talking about getting food, meanwhile Sneako's fighting for his life.
Sneako
Steak?
is black. Oh wait, he's
It's
Chinese.
like really good. Like
Oh wait, he's Muslim.
I also
oh,
have,
wait, he's Chinese again.
I've got, like,
oh, wait,
chicken
he's
in my-
Jewish now.
some good
Make
stuff.
up her mind.
No,
pick a
this is
day.
like-
Muslim's not a race. Ban that guy too.
I might go change.
The Clav is also streaming, and Clav isn't banning anyone. This turns into everybody calling Sneako Jewish, which is the worst thing you can be in this group.
I saw Sneako walking out of Shabbat in Brooklyn last week.
Cap.
Really?
No, it's not true.
They call you guys racist, but how often do we see a nigger, a Mexican, a white Chad, and a Jew hang out together?
Wait, what am I? Which one am I of these?
I think that you're the and the actually the Jew.
No, he's just a Jew.
He's gonna cry. You see, Sneako's all for being racist until it's him. Now he's going to cry about it.
Look at the way I get treated.
Eco-Christians colonized your San IQ religion of the sword dominated by whites and Christians. Fuck world economic forum.
Who won the war? When the U.S. invaded Afghanistan, who won?
Rape Sneako on Epstein Island, then deport him to Haiti.
I'm about to go home, man. This is like hurting my
Yo,
feelings.
why are they
bro.
like coming at you so hard?
Only these two paste eaters could hang out with white supremacists and then be confused when the audience hates them.
Bros.
Haven't you been on stream with Clav like all week? Like what the hell's going on here? What's up with this?
Just no respect.
What a retard. This is the hell Sneako's dug himself into.
I have feelings, bro.
Break Sneako the brown clown.
I want to end the stream at this point.
But he doesn't. He sits there like a cuck, watching his friend make money off him getting humiliated.
Kill Sneako with ray gun.
Fuck you, bro.
Why? Sneako, you're a cuck ass nigger.
Fuck you. Fucking bitch. Ban him too. Ban that guy too.
Look at his face.
Even just a partnership. I just want to make a little money.
Sneako is a because he let other dudes f his girl. He's a retarded Muslim and pegged Sneako in his tight asshole. Sneako.
All right, come
You're
on
banned.
now.
You're banned.
You know what? I get annoyed when people say that.
This man is mentally cucked. Zero self-respect.
Why can't we get along? Why can't we get along? Why can't we get along?
The company that owned the club the guys went to put out a statement apologizing for the incident. Because being known as the racist club isn't good for your bottom line. You want everyone's money. Sneako and the guys get banned from going back. He cries about free speech.
Just got a text. I just asked this club. Hey, can I pull up tonight? Word for word, he just said, bro, you got banned. They just sent out to all staff.
This guy Sneako want to be a victim so bad.
It's not a victim. I'm top G. I'm not no victim. This is what I do. This is what I do. This shows that we're not in a free country.
Brother, just the night before you were crying and begging for people in chat to get banned for being racist towards you. How is this any different? Articles were being written about it, targeting Andrew Tate because he's the most famous of the group. Andrew Tate's talking about how it's a bad look because he's got Jewish employees.
It's very inconvenient for me. I have Jewish business partners. I have tech teams in Israel. I have things going on, and I get a mess from this crap too. I can argue that I was set up. I can argue that Sneako wasn't thinking. I can argue that they were just trying to chase clicks. I could argue it was malicious or not malicious.
So he starts going on podcasts saying it was a bad idea, throwing everyone under the bus.
They use you to play that song to be like, look who's with us. And you're right. I saw you. You walked right out. And even in the nightclub, you were kind of like, whatever. But I would be even more livid because coming from a guy that has a Jewish father, brings you in, plays the Hitler song, and then you're the only guy that's going to catch real flack for it.
Yeah, I think it was, so if I'm going to be optimistic, it was short-sighted by them. If I'm going to be pessimistic, it was certainly very, I mean, I wouldn't say they set me up, but they should have known. It's trying to be as controversial and shocking as possible, as quickly as possible. And that's why the song was played, because it gets views. That's why. I didn't play it. I didn't ask them to play it. I didn't dance. I didn't sing. In fact, the only time you see me on there is me storming out of the bus, saying this is ridiculous, and leaving.
So when I did see that clip, I was like, I know these guys, they're better than that. But
I rolled in the mug with the pigs. It was a mistake.
So that was a mistake.
I mean, hanging around with is always a mistake.
Do you
That's why I only hang around with top G's like you, Steiny.
Yes, exactly. My God, thanks.
Steiny and the co-host on the PBD podcast are Jewish, and that's all Sneako needs to confirm that the Tate brothers are controlled by the Jews.
Can the guy who deals with anti-Semitism weigh in on anti-Semitism? Of course. For a second, guy?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Damn, bro, how you getting bitched by Adam like that? Bro, he just bitched you. Now he's saying yes, sir? And they're saying, shut up, let me tell you about anti-Semitism?
Weigh in on anti-Semitism? Of course. For a second, guy?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Damn.
We're not bitch made like all these other fucking faggots who post about how great Dubai is and piss their fucking pants because a tennis ball flew over the border.
You're bitch made over a song, dude. They're not, do they think that they're part of the team? You're not Israeli. Although you have tech teams in Israel, you're not Israeli and you're in Romania.
Andrew Tate is vague posting, crying about it. I began the fight against the Matrix, and this is the thanks I get? Forgot about Tate. Sneako's declared himself the new top G.
You're going on a podcast tour about a song. You're burying your reputation right now. This is not a good look for you. It's embarrassing the fact that you call yourself the top G and a song is making you fold under pressure. The person who's supposed to be unfazed, hard to kill, the masculine essence who's not afraid of the Matrix is folding over a song. That's what resisting the slave mind is, Andrew. That's what escaping the Matrix is. What, I say things that are true and that it upsets the mayor? You're gonna say all this stuff, you're not gonna say I'm wrong. Yeah, I might put myself at risk, but that's the point. Somebody needs to do it. That's what being a top G is. I'm Morpheus. Morpheus was the guy fighting against the Matrix. If you want to tap out, if you want to hang up the gloves, hang up the gloves. Don't go on this apology tour and cry about it. Just move on and give up then. Somebody needs to do it.
These guys think they're civil rights leaders because they got banned from a nightclub. Tristan says on a podcast that he doesn't like the country of Israel, but that doesn't mean he hates every Israeli. In fact, he's dating an Israeli girl. Sneako starts screaming.
Do I like the state of Israel? Frankly, not very much. Am I an anti-Semite? Do I dislike Jewish people? Good. No. Segue. That's a very different thing. That's a very different. I just told you I'm dating an Israeli girl right now. She's Israeli.
Oh my. I got tech teams in Israel. I got a Mossad girlfriend. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. This is worse than parody. There's an IDF soldier right here. I've got an Israeli girlfriend.
Sneako hears someone's from Israel and he starts shaking. The war in Iran breaks out. Tristan Tate says he's praying for the innocent people getting bombed. Sneako then says Tristan would only post this if he's compromised by Israel. Everything the Tates do makes sense after learning they have tech teams in Israel. Andrew Tate claps back by calling Sneako gay and saying he's coming on to him.
So it seems he's gotten self-exposed and all these revelations are going to come to light. So I'm going to tell you a very factual story. I'm not Gossip Girl. I'm not here to insult anyone.
He proceeds to tell the most mean girl story of all time.
A few years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me. Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me.
I'm trying to be that. I want to be the top G one day.
And I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession. He came to Romania with two people who I respect very much. He came there and started acting really fruity and really weird. He started telling me that he had this cuck thing that was exposed. He had this big cuck scandal.
I've seen her other men. I wanted to break this down, like, because this was, imagine seeing the girl you love, like, love her? Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah, love her. So if it's gonna happen, I might as well see it, supervise it, make sure everything's okay.
Wait, what? No, you didn't have to jump to that conclusion.
Well, I don't. It's worse. What I'm saying right now. It's worse if it happens behind my back. Like, I don't want it.
It's not. But y'all are both knowing that it's happening.
So it's never behind your back anymore. You just gotta know.
I gotta see it.
It don't need to be literally in front of you.
It was literally like this far away from me.
Can you? What? Wait, how close was it?
We're on the same bed.
Were you fucking his girl?
I was not fucking with her.
So you just sat there Indian style with your feet crossed.
He asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal. And then he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me. And when I realized he was coming on to me, I thought the best thing I can do is just not talk to him anymore. Because I don't like this gossip girl stuff. I don't want to be a drama merchant like he is. It's not because he just wants clicks. It's a homosexual rage, which is suppressed. He is enraged. Now he's Muslim LARPing. He's Islam LARPing. Constantly LARPing about Islam while being gay in private and taking drugs in private. All I've done is predict the future flawlessly. I stopped talking to him years ago because I knew he was doing drugs.
Clavicular openly told you he did meth, and you complimented him for it, and then collabed with him that same week.
I knew he was gay. I knew he was going to BDSM clubs and doing all this kind of weird shit. I didn't want to be hanging around with some little fruity who was getting tied up by dudes and bum. I thought that's weird. I ain't hanging around with this guy who's going to sex clubs in New York, getting tied up by dudes and assholes. I'm not doing it.
This makes Sneako panic, and he claims that Mossad is after him.
Ah!
That's what they want. That's what Mossad wants. That's what they want. They want me. They're trying to ruin my life so I crash out and I can't stream. They can't beat my arguments, so they're trying to ruin my life. Isn't that crazy? Like, you guys see it 4K, right?
According to Sneako, Mossad took the towers down, they killed JFK, but against Sneako, all they could do is get Andrew Tate to call him gay.
The goy who has tech teams in Israel, right? I have intelligence agencies after me. There's a coordinated attack. People are paying influencers to slander me.
Intelligence agencies are after you? Really? You believe that? Life must be so exciting when you're a complete schizophrenic. If that was true, you'd be dead. Andrew Tate finally had enough at this point, so he tweeted, Sneako sucked off a Jew to get his YouTube channel back. The truth will come out soon. Sneako says there's no proof of that.
This is what you got. This is where your platform went to. Escaping the Matrix has went so low to calling me gay. That's what you're gonna do? Sneako did it. They loved you for that. So now they see you as on their side. They see you as a valuable asset. Paid, controlled opposition who's going to be a clown and misdirect the conversation. That's what you've become. You've played your hand. They know where you stand. You have tech teams in Israel. I'm not going to be able to ever stop what I'm doing. I was banned everywhere.
Sneako, you aren't banned from anything anymore besides Twitch. Tate is infinitely more banned than you. I don't understand how he's playing this card.
You know what Top Goy said? He said Sneako sucked off a Jew to get his YouTube back. Does anybody believe this? But if you have that information, put it out there. What do you think I'm afraid of?
But all of these guys are conspiracy theorists. They don't need evidence. Sneako getting his YouTube channel back is evidence enough. Now that Sneako's been hit, he acts like Iran and just starts flailing at everyone. He says Nick Fuentes is falling for cabal propaganda.
Nick is falling for Netanyahu propaganda. Time and time again, look at the past 20, 30 years, whenever they try to get you to redirect your attention towards Muslims, it's really because the non-goys are doing something that you don't want to know about. Somali daycares, they want you to get angry about this because what's happening in Lakewood, New Jersey is far worse. It's like a Tel Aviv in Jersey.
At once, they played the victim. And they go, leave us alone, Islamophobia, oy vey. They literally sound like Jews. They're literally just like the Jews.
You worship a Jew. God's a Jew, according to Nick. Like, they sound just like the Jews. Aren't you a follower of a Jew? Don't you say Jew is king? You say Jew is king.
Wow, even Jesus is in the cabal. We are at the point of the drama where everyone is accusing each other of being covertly Jewish. And this is coming off a drama from last year where Nick thought Sneako sold out to the cabal because he canceled their podcast a week before it went live. So after everyone else invested thousands of dollars in travel and gear in the studio, Sneako backs out of the podcast because he got unbanned on YouTube and didn't want to risk getting banned again.
Sneako restarts the conversation. Okay, not me, not Myron, not Elijah. Sneako jumps in and says, hey guys, let's get the ball rolling again. So we planned it for this coming Sunday. That was gonna be the day. You know, Elijah spent thousands of dollars to prepare. He spent thousands of dollars on graphics, on the studio, on all this, out of pocket. I book my flight, I book a hotel. We're making all these preparations, and then at the beginning of the week, you know, we go, hey, is everybody confirmed? Are we good for this weekend? Elijah, yep. Myron, yep. Me, yep. I got my tickets all ready to go. We don't hear from Sneako. We go, hey, Sneako, are you gonna do it? No response. Next day, hey, Sneako, you gonna do it? No response. Then after my stream, I go in the group chat. I'm like, hey guys, Sneako, we just need to know, you know, you could do it, you could not do it, but Thumbs up, thumbs down, are you in or you out? He goes, no, I can't do it. And then he goes on stream and says, I can't do it because it's bad for my career.
So everyone views this as him submitting to the Matrix.
You wanted to get the ball rolling. You proposed that we should do the podcast. You know, Elijah paid money. I paid money. We're all getting set up. We're ready to go. It's less than a week away. And he goes ghost. It's bad for my career. Like, you might as well just say, no, like, no, I need to sell out. No, sorry, it's not gonna, I won't be able to make money if I do this.
Sneako's response is to start a Twitter space with his most loyal fans and talk about how he had to cancel the podcast because he's about to break into the mainstream.
Sneako, are you gonna be doing Control Chaos next week or the week after, whenever it is?
No, I just think I don't see any benefit.
It's time to break into the mainstream. I've been banned for a year and a half. I have access to some social media platforms. Okay, like I'm able to get collabs with real people. I'm starting to make big steps. I could get onto the Joe Rogan podcast, and then you frog want me to sit and cry and moan and babysit autistic all day long, saying the same shit that we already know. But I am dodging is the Media Matters hit pieces. The people that got me banned on YouTube and took hundreds of thousands of dollars away from me.
He's still waiting on that Joe Rogan collab. Now think about it. If you're someone who believes that the social media companies are part of this giant cabal to keep the public in line, nobody is bowing down harder than Sneako in this situation. He's selling out while literally leaving his friends the bill.
He's got his YouTube, he's got his Twitch. A better deal came along. He was gonna do the show with us, then a better deal came along. You know, he wasn't getting so much action. He said, hey guys, let's get the ball rolling. Let's do the podcast. Then his Twitch got unbanned. Then his YouTube got unbanned. Then a better offer came along. He said, you know what, guys, sorry, things are now going well for me. I'm gonna bail, actually. Got something to say over there. Safely behind the Jew-proof cancellation. Now he's Jewish too.
I'm a product of the Holocaust. My grandfather, he fought the Nazis in World War II, and I have relatives that died in Auschwitz.
Now we're behind the cancellation shield. Get the f out. Like, who respects that? Who f***ing respects that?
Nick says to Sneako's face that he's part of the Matrix.
You're supposed to make your friends look good in public if you're friends. You know, especially in a situation like that was brutal, bro. I've been trying my whole, everything to get my YouTube channel back. You know, it's my life. I got it back for a day and then unbanned. That's like using Saint and Nora with my kids. That's my kids. That's Kim Kardashian taking my children away. Okay. That's the same thing to me. YouTube is everything in my life, bro. That's not dramatic. That's the truth that I mean that with every fiber of my being.
Okay, so now Sneako's Kanye. Kanye is both these guys' idols, so this is a really sentimental conversation they're having.
You hung us out to dry. You bailed on us.
How's it hung out to dry? Because I didn't do one podcast?
Because you pushed us to do it, and then you bailed on us.
Pushed me to a couple texts? Was it really like I was nudging you
guys? Yes. I really didn't want to do it. You pushed us to do it. I booked the flight. We were a week out. Wait. Let me talk. We were a week out from doing it. You bailed for your career. Then you did banned anyway.
For many reasons.
And and like you just said, your YouTube channel's your baby. The YouTube is the Matrix, dude. Your baby is the Matrix. That's how the Matrix controls you.
Now we're at the point where everyone's in the cabal. Jesus is in the cabal. It's the Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man meme. But what happened to our main character, Clavicular? Clavicular continued to party and do content at clubs, but he fixed the boring part of the content, and that was being with Nick and Sneako. But the thing that always confused me was how is he getting in all these clubs when he's not even old enough to drink? I received my answer when Clavicular was arrested for having a fake ID. They also found prescription drugs on him that he didn't have a prescription for. They took him to jail, charged him. His friends are streaming his court hearing.
Nothing in the Form 4, nothing that law enforcement had access to during this arrest, gave them any reason to believe that he used a fake ID to get into that establishment, or that anybody said that he used a fake ID while he was at that establishment. Because of those two things, law enforcement did not have any probable cause in this case to place him under arrest.
Who cares? The funny part is this girl hanging with him, who's pretending to be like his 4chan girlfriend, created a live stream channel while Clev was rotting in a cell on Super Bowl Sunday. And she went live receiving over $37,000 in donations from his audience.
I actually love you guys so much.
Clev's charges get dropped, and the first thing he does is go live and mold about how much money she made, because that should be his money.
Can you believe that a bitch waited until I got to jail to go live and try to like snipe my viewers? Like, I was in jail, dude. Are you serious right now?
Mugged by a woman? Cringe? I think what makes this story so hilarious is this collab was supposed to bring the Manosphere back to the forefront of online culture. It was supposed to expose the Matrix and start a revolution, proving their conspiracies to be true.
Bro, seeing Myron throw up Roman salutes in the f***ing club.
We're back, bro. We're taking our country back, bro. We're taking our country back.
We're back. You know, content is back. Let's go, dude.
I hope you guys are ready. Jews mad. We're taking our country back fast.
But instead, it just turned into them all accusing each other of submitting to the cabal.
I've got tech teams in Israel. It's a homosexual rage which is suppressed.
You got something to say over there, safely behind the Jew-proof cancellation. Now he's Jewish too.
In my opinion, this was always going to go this way because when you're a conspiracy theorist to this level, everyone becomes a suspect. And ironically, that ruined their revolution before it ever truly started. All of these guys are at the least relevant point of their career. Clavicular is the only one getting numbers. So that means the most relevant creator in the Manosphere right now is a 20-year-old with erectile dysfunction because he takes too many drugs.
Bro, I think it's when I started doing all the fan of you and the pre-gab and shit like that.
And then it just went.
Yeah.
If this was a movie script, I would think that it's too far removed from reality to make, but as it turns out, life's stranger than fiction. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And shout out to the homies over on Patreon: Crimson Glass, Riveter, Christina Vina, Drankobex, Eddie Bizzle, Christopher H, Lucas Sip, Snoopy Poop Doo 2, Amura Melbay, Drew is Sharing, Clown Factory, and the mega homies IGP, Your Taxi, Cyber Katie, Low Reloaded, Papa Gut, Caden Lulin, BA Subway, Hawk and Load, Tarok, John Manfreda, Katie Huck, Adrian, and Quap.